everyone, it's Micheline from Micheline Mix again. Do you remember I think it was the last vlog, I showed you the fabric that I'd bought? This one, and this one, and other fabric. I think, oh, there was a, still in the bag. This one. Well, I'm going to make a dress, and I like the one that I'm wearing. This dress that I'm wearing, and I've made lots of them, and I keep thinking, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I'm thinking I'm going to make another dress from this pattern. There are two patterns that I like in particular, because I like the way they go down to my waist and they flare around. I don't know if you can see it. If I go down a bit, you might... What I'll do is I'll take a long picture. I can't really do it, it won't minimise, but I'll take a picture of what it looks like. But this is some fabric that was black and white, and you know I love dyeing. It was black and white cotton jersey that I had this maroon colour, and this is what it turned out like. I like wearing it. I've been wearing it with the jumper, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. But the pattern that I use is an old pattern, New Look 6435. I'll take it out of the packet. I've told you about this pattern so many times, New Look 6435. And what I've done is I basically do a straight across one like that, but I extend, when I put the skirt on the fabric, I extend the pattern. So basically this is the pattern here. I've made a copy of it. This is the pattern here, and when I lay it on the fabric, that's along the fold line. I just continue on here until I reach the end of the selvage on the side there, and that makes it quite a long skirt for me. I'm only 5'1", so I can do that. And just by putting it on the fold and then continuing that along and then going around the bottom, then that makes the longer dress for me. The back, I wasn't too keen on the back because the back of the pattern goes downwards. Let's see if I can get that to show. The back of the pattern goes downwards, and I don't like that. I like the way the front of the pattern kind of has a slight curve upwards. So what I've done is on the back of the pattern, I've done and instead of having it going downwards, I've curved it slightly up. So it's going to be curved up on both patterns. And by doing that, so that's basically the front pattern that I've got, and you can see it's longer at the side, and then it curves up a little bit there. And so I've done the same for the back pattern. I have basically gone down at the side and curved up there. So I'm going to use I think this is the back skirt. Oh no, this is the front skirt. So basically I'm going to cut two of these. I'm going to cut two skirt patterns, and the front and the back, and then I've got the sleeve as well, so I'm going to use that. I love this pattern. And the other pattern that I like is the Cashmerette Turner, very similar to this, and I like both of them, but I don't know why, both of them are really good. This one I can do very quickly. I can do the other one quickly as well, actually. Both patterns are nice, but I've got this one at hand, so this is the one I'm going to do. So which one shall I make first? Well, I think I'm going to do something like a darkish jersey, because we're not really into spring. Well, we're into spring, but there's still a few cold days, and that might look okay. So that's the first one I'm going to make. Then, do you remember I said I made a dress and it turned out horrible? And I dismantled it. It was the pattern, it was an old vintagey type of pattern. Did not flatter me, not with a big bust. Would have looked lovely with someone who's got a small bust. But instead I went and got my Yoko pattern out, which is this one, Jaylee Yoko. She's since changed it to Jaylee something or other. And I don't know if you can see it, because I've got a reflection here. Let me pull that out. I'll pull this out. The Jaylee Yoko, and if you can just see, that's what it's like. And what I do is I make the neck a bit wider, I make it a bit looser, and I do that just by dropping the neckline a little bit, and then I've got a longer, a bigger polo neck, and this is what it looks like. Oh, here's the man with a plan. say hello.
Hello. Who is it? Hello. This is me.
I haven't seen you for a long time.
Boo.
I'll put you on pause. Good afternoon, everybody. I was talking to you yesterday about this pattern that I was going to make, the new look pattern, and I went and looked in my fabric stash and I couldn't decide which one to make, which fabric to use. So I decided to use quite a lot. I decided to do 8. I started at 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon cutting them out. I did a batch cut, and I've currently got them all assembled. I've just got the hem and the neckline and the sleeves to do. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to just turn, because it's jersey fabric, you can do this. I'm just turning it under and doing a stitch around the seams from the neck and the arms and things. But the 8 fabrics I've used, one is this one. This is some fabric I've had in my stash for a long time. It's a cotton jersey. I think I made something out of it once before, but I got 5 yards of it originally. That's the first one. Second one is a grey, and I'm going to show you these all when they're finished. This was white and black when I bought it. Didn't like, well, I think I got this from Jenny, one of the viewers, Jenny, and who you haven't heard of for a long time. Jenny, I'm not sure if it was after lockdown. No, I think it was during lockdown. She lost her daughter. Her daughter died. And Jenny, over a year or more ago, contacted me and told me she had brain cancer. I sent her some flowers. I contacted her and sent her some flowers and sent a message to her. And I haven't heard from her since. So I don't know if Jenny is still around. Fingers crossed that she is. But Jenny gave me this fabric, and she was such a lovely woman. She is. I'm going to say is because I don't know if she's died. But anyway, Jenny gave me this fabric. This is grey fabric. I had lots of black and white fabric, and I decided that I'd dye some. And this one I dyed grey. So there's that one. So that's 2. Then I have this. This is the one I least like. This is the fabric that I got the other day from Pound Fabrics. And it looks a bit miserably, it's not black and white, it's black and beige. And it's not doing anything for me. So watch this space, because it's poly cotton. It's not poly, it's cotton jersey. So I might just dye that. So you might see this one in a different colour after I've finished it. So that was 1, 2, 3. Fourth one is this other fabric that I got from Pound Fabrics. I'm just slinging them all on top of each other. The other fabric that I got from Pound Fabrics, which is this one. If I could find where the top is there. It's a black, like that. Number 5 is the is this fabric that I also got from Pound Fabrics, like this one. It's quite nice, this one. Number 6, I've already made a dress from this fabric, and this was some leftover fabric that I had. That's number 6. This is lovely. This is a peach jersey, and this one I'm wearing is a peach jersey. Lovely fabric to handle. It's just like velvet. Really nice. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Number 6. Number 7 I'm not so keen on. Nothing wrong with it. I just tend to think it's a plain red, and it's quite a thin red. It's a red t-shirt type cotton, but it's probably quite nice. But you'd have to wear really good silk-like garments with that, because the shape of it shows through. Number 8 is this one. I think this is the last one. Number 8 is this one, which is fabric I got from First for Fabrics, I think a year or 2 back, and it's this one. And this is lovely. It's gorgeous. So I've got 8 dresses. They're all made up. It's 2 o'clock on Saturday. I started these 2 o'clock yesterday. I had one made within about 50 minutes after I cut it. 40 or 50. I had one assembled 40 to 50 minutes after I cut it. So as I say, I've just got the hems, the sleeves and the necklines to do, and then we're all done. So I'm not going to show you what they are at the moment, but this is this is all my dresses, 8 dresses. So watch this space and you see what they look like. So this is the dress. It's taken me 15 minutes to put it together. You can see that it's because I've gone to the edges. I'm actually longer on the sides than I am on the front. I could leave it like that, but I think no, I think I'll probably just taper it across and remove those sides. Obviously that's because it goes down here, then it will go down there. So I'm going to straighten it off, and then I shall I'll be able to I then need to deal with the seams, the sleeves. I'll turn those up, and this one I'll just turn in a little bit and sew that round. So there you go. There's so far a black dress. The stitch I'm doing is a zigzag, lots of little stitches, the one where it's lots of zigzags, but the stitches are all little stitches. And the good thing about that is it picks up the whole of that fabric there. It allows for a good bit of stretch, but I like it because I've overlocked this seam and I don't like it flapping. So by doing it like that, it picks up the hem of this. It picks up this hem and doesn't cause it to curl. So that's one of the reasons why I do that stitch. I've tried lots of other stitches. Oh, I've just run out of thread. I've tried lots of other stitches, but I find that that one's the best one to do on my machine.